get-go in every leg, then you never know. Michael van Gerwen is susceptible to sometimes, not every game, to switching off, and if he does that at any moment, then Michael Smith has to pounce.
How's Smith looking? Has he regained composure?
Well, I couldn't believe what I was watching when he walked on stage. It was like he's done all this before. Like me and John Part have said time and time again, he's a different animal now, he's a different player, and he's cool, calm and collected. He doesn't look flustered at all.
But he's taking on the world number one, half man, half incredible, Van Gerwen.
Yeah, half robot sometimes as well. It will be a tough game for Michael Smith, but he just has to believe.
John Part and Rod Studd in commentary.
Thanks, Dave. Van Gerwen went off with the maximum in the semi-final. Has someone put on a recording of a previous game? What's going on, John? He's off with the maximum again. He's off to a flyer in his 6th consecutive Premier League final. Will Smith go the same way as Phil Taylor twice and Peter Wright last year, or can he produce an upset like Gary Anderson in 2015 and so memorably Raymond van Barneveld in 2014? Great start for Van Gerwen, John.
Yeah, and Smith not able to start with a 180 again, as he did in the semi-final.
171.
Well, another perfect visit, if you will. 3 big troubles. Sets up 92 and what could be an 11-dart leg to get this final going.
Went out in 12 in the opening leg of the semi-final against Rob Cross.
Game shot and
there we go again.
Michael Van Gerwen in second leg. Michael Smith through first.
What a start for Michael Van Gerwen. Now Michael Smith fires off with a maximum at the start of the second leg.
Well, and the maximum the first leg he had to throw, as in the semi.
140.
Could it be more than just one maximum?
140.
Well, to wait till the final night of the Premier League of 2018 for the 9-darter.
134.
The fitting finale that would be.
Yeah, they'd make a great 21st leg.
54.
This is an extraordinary drama last year in the final when Peter Wright missed those 6-match darts to beat Van Gerwen, who hits his second maximum here to leave 47 and heap the pressure on the shoulders of the bully boy. Bullseye!
102. Michael require 47.
Double 16.
Out
he goes again in a dozen darts. 2 legs gone. 24 darts thrown by the Premier League champion.
Game on.
And those 12 dart legs against the throw so often do the job. Get the break. Really asserts himself here. Can move ahead. 3-0 after a great start there. I think, Rod, though, they're both thinking about 9 dart legs.
Well, they should be, John. Why wouldn't they be?
That's just a terrific response from Smith. Down 2 legs.
34.
Well, he went off maximum, then ton 40 on the previous
27.
leg. We've almost forgotten the pleurisy that Michael Smith was suffering with when he played Raymond van Barneveld last week in the Premier League. Up at the gas in Aberdeen, and that finished 6 apiece, and then he went out in the Euro Tour to try and qualify for the World Cup, lost to Stephen Bunting 6-zip when Bunting played brilliantly.
53.
Tops for Van Gerwen, and that's 3-0, and that's 3-0 in 35 darts.
Van Gerwen, full flag, Michael Smith to throw first.
Yeah, it's well, this is sort of like Michael Van Gerwen was playing in Aberdeen when he got his
84.
record. He was averaging in the 130s for most of that match, till he dropped at the very end.
Yes, he faffed at the end of the match, didn't he, for a match-winning double. That was 123.4 against Michael Smith in 2016, when Van Gerwen beat Smith 7-1 in the Premier League. And the Premier League meetings this year have finished 7-2 and 7-1 to Van Gerwen. He's had a 7-0 on the Euro Tour against Michael Smith, who did win a UK Open qualifier 6-1 in and amongst the last 12 meetings. That was his only win against Van Gerwen. He's hit 3 maximums here and he hasn't got a leg on the ball.
92.
Well, this is going to first leg. He won't get a 12-dart leg or better. Still might get a 13 though, Rod.
Well, it'll also be the first leg that Michael Smith gets a throw as a double, not including the bullseye.
100.
3 darts available and tops for a leg.
Game
and his
shot
old
and full
mate
flag.
double 10 bails him
Michael
out.
Smith, 5th leg, Michael Van Gogh in the front flag.
Horrid first dart at tops, but it matters not a jot now.
Well, yeah, because it was almost a 1 as well
16.
as just a miss, and that would have been a little stickier, but
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Yeah, I thought it was a 1. I had to check twice, John. Yeah, it was perilously close to a 1-pointer.
93.
Well, Van Gerwen's first 3 legs in 35 darts would have been enough to make most mere mortals go for a lie down in a dart room. But Michael Smith has had to carry on under the bright lights on the big stage. And not only has he carried on, he's taken that leg.
34.
And now, by no means out of the question, he could get a break back here and trail just 3-2 after 5.
134.
Full credit.
139. 100.
So his scoring standard has dropped a little bit, but Michael still asserting himself.
128.
He will definitely get a chance for a 13-dart leg this time.
58. Michael require 40.
Tops the target.
Game shot and 5th leg.
13 darts. I mentioned that game that Smith played at the Euro Tour. He lost 6-0 to Stephen Bunting. He did average 93 and didn't play that bad, but Bunting had the first 5 legs, 2 12-darters and 3 14-darters, and well, Smith is being hit by a barrage of even more ferocity in this final.
97.
Yeah, 48 darts in the 4 legs he's won, Michael, so averaging 12 darts a leg in legs 1, and there's only 1 that he hasn't, so if you're Michael Smith, at least you know you have to play your very best, and there's not much thinking about it. You know, it's sort of it's not as oppressive as it could be, because it's so ludicrous that he just has to get on with it.
Well, 4 maximums from Michael Smith
57.
and an average of 108, not putting a dent in Michael Van Gerwen. The armour-plated green machine rumbles on.
Well, you'd call that a scratch then, that one leg.
Michael require 164.
Just a flesh wound, John.
92. Michael require
Van Gerwen has
170.
left this more often than anybody in the Premier League. Can he hit it for the 2nd time in the Premier League this year?
45. Michael requires 72.
Michael just has to ignore that. Get another 16 and that 1 dart for tops.
32.
And it sailed.
Michael required 25.
It wasn't cool.
Double 8.
Game shot on the 6th leg.
That was another 14-darter, was it not, John?
7th leg. Michael Van Gogh in the
I think
front
that's the 6th
first.
time Van Gerwen's missed the ball for a 170 big fish out in the Premier League this year.
Game on.
Did it once as well, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, it was sort of a faux 13 though, because he had to correct the 25. There was only 1 more dart at double required.
That's his 3rd maximum in this match. Well, much has been made of whether it's best to play the semi-final first or second. The last player to win
34.
from the 2nd semi-final was Van Barneveld in 2014 against Van
97.
Gerwen. The last 3 first semi-final winners have all gone on to win the final. And 4 times in 6 years at the O2. The player in the
57.
first semi-final has won the big pot and the big prize at the end of the evening. Well, he's flexing his muscles in every possible sense.
Well, forget about big titles, World Championships, Premier Leagues, whatever. Forget about that. This might be
78.
MVG's, if he continues this, his greatest performance ever.
Game shot on the 7th leg.
Well, that was 11 darts.
Michael Van Gogh in 8th leg. Michael Smith the through first.
So his winning legs 12, 12, 11, 13, 14, 11.
And if that's not enough for you, let's give it the context of, I don't know, the Premier League final.
134.
Second 11 dart leg of the final. He started off as 7-1 on favourite to win this match.
Well, the way they both throw, and you feel there's going to be an even better leg in the mix somewhere before we're done.
Well, he's only missed 2 darts at double. One of those was the bull at the end of the big fish attempt.
42.
And his best average in the Premier League this year of 111 against Rob Cross. Now, well, not only under threat, but seemingly almost certain to be broken, unless the green machine malfunctions. And Smith here, on the wrong end of what looks like a toweling, is actually playing some very decent stuff in and amongst. But it doesn't matter. Smith must feel he's in one of those practice sessions when the computer throws against you and keeps going out in 11 and 12 legs.
Yeah, this sort of reminds me of what Smith did to Peter Wright last month.
72.
Absolutely stormed him. There was no living with him, but now he's having it done to
Game
himself.
shot in the 8th leg. Michael Van Gogh in 9th leg. Michael Van Gogh in the throw first. Game on.
Well, I've never ever seen him play this well. Over this length of time.
134.
There's just been no let up in his quality.
139.
I mean, the only way you could put it, he's obliterating Smith.
59. Michael will require 54.
Well, this is for an 11 darter. Tops.
Game shot in the 9th
Just
leg.
absolutely
Michael
darting
Van Gogh in 10th
perfection
leg.
from Michael Van
Smith
Gogh in
through
8-1
first.
up with a third 11 darter of this final.
182.
Just unbelievable. Incredible.
182.
For the second time in the match, both on a 9 darter.
100.
I almost feel that Michael Smith might have to hit 9 darters to just win the odd leg.
140.
Well, he's going to have to hit a 12 or better to get this leg. As Van Gerwen is ahead of him.
96.
Well, what will he leave here after 9 darts?
96.
He's going to leave 85 and he'll be favourite to go 9-1 if Smith doesn't take out this 125. Treble 20 for Tops. Fantastic finish under the cord. In a major final in terms of averages, because Michael Van Gerwen averages 122.24 with possibly just 3 legs left to play. John Part has left the booth. Wayne Mardle has arrived. Try to find some words, Wayne, to describe the magnificence of Van Gerwen's performance.
You've just got to clap and applaud Michael Smith. Many a player would have capitulated and thought, do you know what, no matter what I do, it's not going to be good enough, and basically give up. Michael Smith had none of it. That 125 in the previous leg was great, that before the break. But Michael Van Gerwen, averaging 123, has been simply unplayable. You will not win a match against Michael Van Gerwen when he's playing like this. That's fact.
Well, at this stage, it's like when an athlete is so far clear of the field and he's now running against the clock. Van Gerwen is playing against the average in many ways here. Double 16.
59.
Well, that's only the 4th dart at double he's missed. It would have been for a 12 darter. You'd expect him to be back. will be back. He really is playing against the machine here, isn't he? He's playing to set a world record averages at world record pace, but he can't afford to miss many doubles. He doesn't miss that one, and that is in the ledger in 13 darts. 3 11-dart legs, 2 12-dart legs, 2 13-dart legs, and 2 14-dart legs, and the other 2 he lost. Seriously now, as you would say, Wayne, come on now.
93.
Well, that's a real poor visit from Michael van Gerwen. Only 93. As ridiculous as it may sound, that's one of his worst visits in the match.
140.
Michael Smith averaging 102.58. He is playing beautifully, Michael Smith. Michael van Gerwen has only allowed Michael 5 darts at a double.
57.
The standard is incredible.
$132.
Well, it's already Michael Smith's best ever tournament. First major final, his previous best performance, the 2015 Grand Slam, when he reached the semis and was beaten 16-6 by his opponent tonight, Michael van Gerwen. It will be the biggest check of his darting career, £120,000, even if he gets beat. Oh, it's on. Tops then. And he produces another 3-figure out shot to go with the 125.
Michael van Gerwen, 59.
Only 59. His rhythm has not changed, Michael Smith,
100.
from the very, very first visit against Gary Anderson in the semi-final. That was a 180.
59.
Oh, the air has gone out of the balloon briefly for van Gerwen.
93.
Back in 2013, they were both winners on this O2 stage when van Gerwen won the Premier League crown so memorably.
133.
Against Phil Taylor, and Michael Smith won the World Youth Championship, didn't he? Beating Ricky Evans.
Yeah.
6 legs to 1.
58.
Michael van Gerwen just going off the boil for a
134.
just for a quarter of a leg, and Smith unable to capitalise. Needs a big, well,
51.
it's a big treble, but decided to go for the bullseye. 57. Tops now.
96.
Averaging 118.04. Smith, for the first time in the match, dropping below a ton. He's above it again now.
129.
Like I said, the standard is simply outrageous in this, the final.
Game shot in the 13th leg.
The final. And now, Michael van Gerwen
Smith to throw first.
moves within one leg.
182.
Full credit.
57.
Go on, bully boy, and again, pal.
41.
Well, Smith's average still just fractionally over the 100. There's been no disgrace in this performance. But when you come up against this Dutch starting juggernaut in this kind of mood, really so difficult to put the brakes on
60.
the runaway truck.
Just pushing it a bit.
59.
He's trying to get it won so quickly, Michael van Gerwen. But even these darts from Michael
60.
Smith, they tell you that he's throwing so fluently. He's not snatching or pulling. This tournament,
57.
it's not over yet, but this tournament
Michael,
really
you
has
require
seen
160.
the growth of Michael Smith as a dart player and as a man.
60.
I thought typical van Gerwen would have left 8.
44.
Wow.
Michael, you require 100.
Well, he's had two three-figure out shots here. Michael Smith, a 104, and prior to that a 125, and now a 100 on the cards.
80.
One man trying to win it,
144.
one man trying to save it. 60.
Double
Michael,
10
you
to keep the
require
show
20.
on the road, no matter how briefly it's for. Double 5.
Game show on the 14th leg. Michael Smith, 15th leg. Michael Van Gogh in the 14th. 60.
It's not happening for MVG right now. And we were talking record-breaking averages at one point, and now it's dwindled all the way to a meager 112. That's just poor. it's just laughable.
59.
Well, the thing is, to Michael Van Gerwen, it will feel poor, won't it?
Yeah. When you've been producing what he has, yeah.
Well, it was simply stratospheric to get up to 10 legs.
171.
But since then, a bit of stuttering and spluttering has gone on. Smith's had a couple of ton-plus finishes.
57.
3 in total.
Michael require 164.
57. Well, this is a nice 112 for Michael
64.
to wrap this up.
Michael require
Expect him to get at least one double here.
And he will. To be crowned Premier League champion for the 4th time. A brilliant performance from the world.